Homegrown Heroes is back, and this year I've got a new recruit.
Kia ora touch whānau, it's time to nominate the unsung volunteers who put the mahi in for the sport we love.
Enter them now for the chance to win $5,000 for their touch community.
Kia ora team, George here from Touch NZ. Now we all enjoy a bit of touch, but without a proper warm-up, the chances of being injured are massively increased. So to keep you on the field and out of the emergency room, Touch NZ have made a short and easy warm-up series for all levels, proven to lower the chance of injury by close to 50%. So head on over to our site and check them out. Play safe, play smart.
He aio ki te rangi, he aio ki te whenua, he aio ki te manua o tātou katoa e te rahi. Nau mai, hara mai, whakatau mai rā ki tāmaki herenga waka, tāmaki herenga tangata, ki Takānini, ki Pullman Park, ki roto i te Papatākoro or Pullman Park again. We welcome everybody back. This is day 2 of the Youth National Touch Championships. Ko Harley Wōtaku Ingoa, and I'm joined today in commentary by Maya Williams. Mōrena Maya.
Mua tere e tai. Harley, great to have you in here, great to be beside you. I'm really looking forward to day 2 of these 2024 Bunnings Youth Touch Nationals here at Pullman Park. Look, we just had some rain for the last 2 hours, but you look at the field and you'd never know. Before we get to talking about these 2 amazing teams, I just wanted to talk about one of the promotions you would have seen hearing us out there, whānau, and that's the Bunnings Warehouse Home Ground Heroes. It's back for 2024, and we're super excited to be celebrating these home ground heroes who make a meaningful difference to the touch community back in your community. So if you know some of them, go onto the Touch New Zealand Facebook or Instagram page and make sure you nominate them and tell them you did, so when they get that $5,000, they can hook you up. Talking about homegrown heroes, I actually want to talk about a few of the other heroes that have been here over the last 2 days and will be with us tomorrow, who are out there in the elements, and that's the Stream Shop team that's producing these incredible pictures that you have on the stream. So first of all, to the boss, Dan, the man, Mark on camera 1, Tim out there as well, Terry, and then the most important person who gets the carver at the end of each day is Chris. So just to the Stream Shop team, just a big shout out for the incredible pictures that you get for the audience back at home and the mahi that you're doing in these elements. All right, Haas, 2 undefeated teams, the top of the table teams in the under 18 girls grade, Manawatū and North Harbour.
Ai, koia. Koinei te kemu tuatahi o te rā mo tēnei whakapāhotanga, and as you've mentioned, 2 of the top teams currently sitting first and second, Manawatū at the top and North Harbour just sitting behind them. Manawatū 4 games yesterday, a draw in the morning against Queensland Mauri, then 3 wins to follow. North Harbour 3 wins yesterday, so this is going to be a great battle.
Yeah, absolutely. Excited about this one. I actually turned up in the morning in the first round. I seen the Manawatū under 18 girls taking on the Queensland Mauri 18 girls. What an awesome initiative it is to have the Queensland Mauri team over here, Harley.
Yeah, definitely. Of course, as many of them whakapapa back to New Zealand, it's not only an opportunity for them to come back home and reconnect, but also be able to be at the spotlight and be viewed by some of the selectors here, as they are eligible for New Zealand selection despite still living in Australia. So many wins, many opportunities for them, and we embrace them and welcome them back to New Zealand and Aotearoa.
It's always good when a game like this lands on the live stream, when you've got 2 of the best that are running around out there over this weekend. It just adds to the spectacle that everyone will get to see at home. Yesterday I was actually really impressed, not surprised at all, but really impressed with both the under 16 girls and the under 18 girls games that were streamed on here for day 1. I was really impressed with the talent that there was, particularly the ball playing down on the attacking line, and I have no doubt that we're going to be have another spectacle out here for this game.
Yeah, we're waiting for the 2-minute music to close out. Really looking forward to seeing how this one shapes up. I think it'll be a defensive effort, and whoever can apply the most pressure defensively will look to be victorious at the end.
And here we have Manawatū about to tap us off, going from left to right. And if you were with us yesterday, you'd know that top left-hand corner of the screen you see there, whenever teams are throwing long balls out to that side, it was really, really hard, often drifting forward. Wind going same way this morning, but Manawatū just consolidating things up the middle. Bit of a backdoor play. Oh, footwork there from the number 9 from Manawatū. 2 steps back from referee Tanisha Gill for the first touchdown, as we see here on the replay, Harry.
Ai, kua piro Manawatū I te piro tuatahi o tēnei kemu. We can see that touch just missed there by Harbour. She'll be dreading that one. Defensively, they'll want to make sure that they stay nice and tight so they can avoid giving away some easy tries like that.
Te Arani Vulu, the number 9 from Manawatū, kicks us off. Yesterday, we never had a try in the first set of the game. First game of the live stream for day 2, we have it. And here's North Harbour hot on attack now. Yeah,
Skylar Tainui Takere, Open Women's New Zealand representative. She'll be a key figure in today's game.
Apparently she has family that are not too bad at touch either, Harley.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Good defence here from Manawatū. Every coach's dream after a touchdown is to make sure that next set of defence is the best set we have.
And for those just joining us, you mentioned earlier, there was quite a lot of rain that was dropping in Tāmaki Makaurau this morning. So seeing how the players adjust to the conditions will be interesting to see.
It's a little bit disjointed there as they head towards that sub-box. As we see the coach in the background for Manawatū, Anthony Yonke. Oh, beautiful gap through the middle there from Trizarini, trying to link up. There's his support from Kaylin, the number 6 from Mana 16. Sorry about that, Carrie, I don't want to give Kaylin your glory. Haas, what a touchdown.
Absolutely. Look at the strike play here. You can see that the defender's shoulders are just turned slightly, and she makes the most of that very tight gap, gets through the defence, looks to link up with her teammate, and Manawatū stretch their lead 2 points to 0 now. We can see Harbour back underway, proceeding from the right to the left now.
2-0, dominant start, very accurate start from Manawatū. 2 sets on attack, 2 touchdowns. Coach couldn't ask for anything more. And obviously a reflection of the great work he's done in these months leading up. Just don't quite seem to be as on the same page as the North Harbour Manawatū team does North Harbour.
Yeah, these girls seem a little bit disconnected. Oh, an unfortunate error there from Manawatū. So an opportunity for Harbour to try and regroup and look to apply some pressure while they're on the 7-metre line.
Yep, great opportunity here for North Harbour. Oh, I thought Tanisha was going to pick that one up. She went to, played on. And as you talked about, the key player Skylar Tainui Takere. See her here with the ball, just getting a quickie going out to her right, looking for a long left to right.
It looks like we've got a penalty here. Players just offside on the left-hand side. Our referees as well. It's Mihiatu Kiarato, Tanisha Gill, Ben Matthews and Kaylee McCracken.
Sky with the ball in her hand. Oh. Ooh. What's the call there, referee?
We'll see if Tanisha can answer this one, but it looks like from the signal that the play-on call was given. So just like the previous penalty, the player's feet were just short of the line. And the play-on signal's been given. Skylar manages to sneak one back for North Harbour, score 2-1.
Yeah, really good individual effort there from Skylar, just showing her athleticism, her skill, just to dive around the outside of the player. The balls aren't that small, and often our girls' hands are not that big, so to have the ability to hold that ball and get it down is great work. 2-1, Manawatū. Exactly why we like these games, Harley. Close contest. You see again, Trizarini. It's going to nothing on that left-hand side, but good set. Harbour just working the way up through the field.
You can hear a lot of noise coming out of the sub-box, particularly from North Harbour, encouraging the girls down the field. Touch 4 now.
Yeah, if you've been around touch a long time, you'll You'll actually hear the defensive box a lot louder than you normally will the attacking box, just letting their teammates know what the count is so they know when to prepare for the likely strike on the 5th. So real good set of defence there, Harley. Like whenever you can stop a team from getting across halfway, not only does it give you a great opportunity to score. Ooh. Is that in the ruck? I didn't quite see Matthews' call.
It looks like it, yeah. Penalty given by the referee.
Probably a bit of a free token given to Manawatū there. Didn't think there's too much in the touch and probably not holding the ball strong enough, but Manawatū will take it. And now right on the line, Jada Maniapoto.
So for those at home, you can see the ribbons blowing in the wind. So a lot of wind that the players are having to face at the moment. It also makes it a lot harder for them to hear the referee's calls. We've had a few offside penalties, something worth looking for as the game progresses. See who can adjust fastest.
Good call there from Matthews. I think as a referee, you just start to learn when a quickie is going to happen on the 7-metre line that there's going to probably be a forward pass. So I could see his eyes looking straight into that ruck area. He's seen what was going to come. It did come, and he made the right call. Just some results from these two teams. We talked about them being the top two teams in the under-18 girls grade after day one. Manawatū, they first played against the Queensland Mauri team and had a draw 4-4. Then 7-1 against Taranaki. They won by a 27-4 win again for the Manawatū team. And then their final win, 8-4 versus Canterbury. So very dominant performances yesterday. Probably were blowing out the cobwebs. Game 1 against the Queensland Mauri. And then the North Harbour team undefeated as well, winning 5-2 against Otago, 5-3 against Waikato, and 8-2 against Taranaki. Had the opportunity of calling a game with Waikato on it yesterday, and they were really good. So to beat a quality team like Waikato 5-3 just shows you where the North Harbour team has entered this tournament.
Ai, koira tēnā. Toko maha nā tīma eke ai rātau I tēnei wikene. So a lot of the teams have started to really step up. There's a lot of competition in this under-18 girls grade. So games like today really matter for final standings. As we see Harbour now trying to get their transition underway. There's been a lot of pressure on Manawatū. Let's see how far they can get down this time.
Again, lifting nice and early is Manawatū, shutting down the amount of space that North Harbour players have as they work their way through the orange zone. Ooh. Must have been a downhill part there, I think.
Almost tempted to play the ball off the mark, but returned back to where she needed to.
The ABS was not quite working. Great set of D from Manawatū. That was a key feature yesterday that talking about with Luke, the amount of extra passes on yards and not just throwing for the sake of it. That was, again, and one of those things that we were really impressed with, drawing that top defender when they're only sending one up and just sending that pass out and getting those extra yards. And we've seen that from Manawatū then on that second touch.
Ai, tika tonu koe. They're also doing a really good job of maintaining position. I think we've only had one drop ball in this whole half so far.
Tanisha Gill, the referee, one of our top female referees in the country and in the world, says you need to move forward. That's our first penalty, whānau. You would have heard us talk about that yesterday. Maniapoto looks right to left. What a ball from Maniapoto.
Outstanding skill there. Jada Maniapoto, a New Zealand under-18 rep, played at the Asia Pacific Youth Touch Championship last year. I believe she's also a pretty gun sevens player too. You can see the skills coming into action there. Excellent long ball from the right to left, and Manawatū extend their lead in the left-hand corner.
I was looking at the bios earlier on the Manawatū and North Harbour team. They're gun everythings. They play every sport. I wonder how anyone under 18 goes to school anymore. When I was looking at the bios yesterday, they're playing in every New Zealand team, every regional team at every tournament. So if you're good at sport, obviously you might not have to go to school much, as we see the key player here for North Harbour, Skylar McIntyre Takare, setting things up. You can just tell that someone who's played at that high level, just the time and space, that she just has time on her hands, that confidence. She's never in a rush. She knows exactly how she's trying to manipulate the defence, as we see her here, beautifully drawing the winger. Take it away from me, Haas.
That's right. She was just trying to find the right platform that she could work off. She got the quickie back, and then she knew that that long ball was coming on the left-hand side, as we see this replay here. Bang! Straight to the hands of the winger, and over in the corner goes North Harbour. Toru ki te rua. 3 tries to 2. North Harbour closed that lead.
It just gives the North Harbour girls so much confidence having a player of her quality in their team. I'm sure that's what my brother felt like when he was playing with me back in Paidor, out on field 17 of the local social module. So see here, Manawatū back at it. Kahurangi Skara That number 14 keeps looking like a number 4 to me. So it wasn't Kahurangi, it was actually Jada.
Jada Rupatini, yeah, that's right.
Much better set of defence there from North Harbour. Manawatū have been pretty accurate on the end of their set, so it's great that North Harbour scored a touchdown.
Koya, you can hear coach from North Harbour, Willie Woodhouse, really challenging the girls to try and win the ruck and get best position as they're playing the ball. We can see Skylar Tainui-Takere now looking for an opportunity. This is Ari Hebden. She's found space in the middle.
Oh, I thought she was in for all money. You talk about Willie Woodhouse. If you're looking for a Woodhouse, don't go to their house because they are all here. We've got Coach Willie Woodhouse, got Assistant Coach Lovey Woodhouse, we've got Coaching Director Donnie Woodhouse, and we've got Tour Manager Leslie Woodhouse, all involved with this North Harbour under-18 girls team. So when we talked about the Bunnings homegrown heroes and people who are helping the sport in our community, I have no doubt that if you nominated someone with that surname, you would be right on the mark. It's great to see when whānaus stick together and they follow their daughters and just give back to the local community and provincial areas. Harvey?
Absolutely, but what's also special is their daughters aren't even in this team, so they're going beyond and above just to support our great sport and, of course, support the province of North Harbour. As we see, just a slight error, a little late pass there from Manawatū. North Harbour now in an opportunity to strike back.
Time's flying into the 4 to go, just creeped into 4 minutes to go. Oh, I like that touch. As borderline as it is, I just really like to see that creeping in. I think too long in the female grade that we've played too nice, and when we get to that top level it really doesn't help. So good work there from that Manawatū defender. North Harbour setting things up. Taimana Bailey.
Just a slight error there. The referee said that the ball wasn't played square, so all of those minor details will really come into play as the game progresses.
What does played square mean, Harvey?
So, by the rule book, by definition at least, is that the feet of the player as they are playing the ball after the touch has been made must be facing towards their try line. So that's something that the referees will be looking for and something for the players to keep in mind.
Many of you will know Harley in his role as events manager here for Touch New Zealand, and he's now moved into the operations manager role for the Olympics, for the upcoming Olympics, which is an incredible achievement, Harley.
Thank you.
Super proud of you, mate, for being able to do that. Gutted to not see you in the sport of touch anymore, leading the helm, but it's great to see you go on to bigger and different things there.
Always a soft spot in my heart for touch, and great opportunity to commentate today with you, of course. Back into the action, Manawatū on the 7-metre line.
Teresa Rennie, often hear her name, a player that has her hands on the ball quite a lot. I love it, Haas, when you picked up what I was putting down, you know, throwing that little koha your way so you can throw one back.
That's how it is. Rub your back, rub mine.
Jada Maniapoto through that beautiful right to left pass for the third touchdown as we see her looking under. She can throw right to left, she can throw left to right. Great work again from Jada Maniapoto.
And again, very similar platform to the last try that Manawatū scored off. Gets the ball off the ground very fast and able to then push the ball to her winger ki te kōkona. Whaia noa a Manawatū ki te piro whā ki te rua.
The touch IQ and skill level in this grade is just developed so much from way back in the days. She threw a right to left. Back in the day, you'd tend to see that player just keep going back to right to left, right to left. She probably knew North Harbour thought she was going that way, so she decided to go left to right. Great work there from Jada Maniapoto. As we see, whatever you can do, we can do as well. Not sure who threw that ball, but we see the number 5 from North Harbour.
Yeah, we've got a replay here. Yeah, as I expected, it was Skylar Tainui-Takere. This time, she says to Jada Maniapoto, what you can do, I can do too. I've got the right to left in action. And in the corner, North Harbour square one back. She gets one in the head for her efforts. 4 tries to 3 as we approach half-time.
I think part of that try that probably doesn't get recognised enough is the skill level for the winger to hold their width, to not come in for that pass. And she only had a half a metre to work on, just held her space, caught the ball. And the ability they have now, these wingers, to catch the ball and get it to ground as quickly as they can is incredible. Back on the ball is Maniapoto, much better defence, and they'll definitely need to be shutting her down, will North Harbour, if they want to be able to stay in this contest.
Yeah, as you spoke about the wingers, very impressed at how well they've been able to maintain composure, but also catch the ball with all of this wind that they're also having to deal with as well. So we'll see what Tainui Takere and Hebden can set up here.
Just glides across the ground, does Skylar again.
Oh, what's the call here? This is an interesting one.
What's your call? Give us your call, Harvey.
So the discussion will be centred around whether the touch was claimed before the player, the winger, caught the ball. And I think that's exactly what the referees have said.
So we see Skylar here, the skill level, not throwing a flat pass, knowing she needed to throw a lob that could land in space. You caught it, Harley. This touch called a little bit early. The great teamwork between the two referees. Ben Matthews just went in there for a touchdown, which ties us up 4-4 going into the first half of game one.
Kaua koutou e haere tawhiti, me mau tonu. It is half-time, Manawatū versus North Harbour. Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere.
Your thoughts around our awesome tournaments. So if you see Tiraki's
Homeground Heroes is back, and this year I've got a new recruit.
Kia ora touch whānau, it's time to nominate the unsung volunteers who put the mahi in for the sport we love.
Enter them now for the chance to win $5,000 for their touch community.
Kia ora team, George here from Touch NZ. Now we all enjoy a bit of touch, but without a proper warm-up, the chances of being injured are massively increased. So to keep you on the field and out of the emergency room, Touch NZ have made a short and easy warm-up series for all levels, proven to lower the chance of injury by close to 50%. So head on over to our site and check them out. Play safe, play smart.
Hoki ora mai koutou katoa, ko tēnei te paupautanga o tēnei kēmu Manawatū whā, te raki pai whenua ara ko North Harbour whā. It's been a great first half so far. We're going to have a quick look here. Hokinga mahara ki te haurua tuatahi. So some of the awesome tries we've seen so far in this first game between Manawatū and North Harbour. What stood out for you, Mai?
Yeah, look, Manawatū, very dominant start. We've seen here that first try. Just good work manipulating the defence again on this time. Looking back inside, takes Skylar's inside the shutter. Not quite as connected as they need to be. Gets deep into the touchdown zone. Did Teresa Rennie. Great support there. I think it was from number 6 for the second touchdown. That was 2-0 to Manawatū. And then we've seen Skylar. This is where she really started to take over. First of all, scoring herself and then starting to set up the other one. So I think the score does reflect the quality of the game. Manawatū really dominant in the first half of that first quarter of the game. And then North Harbour wrestling that ascendancy back in the second part.
As much as we've had some superstar moments already, Jada Maniapoto here again, and also Skylar Tainui Takere, it's been a real team effort from both sides. You can see that the teamwork and the connections are in full effect for both teams. Manawatū scoring another great try here as we see, and Skylar Tainui Takere with an excellent long ball. Doesn't matter which way, she can find a teammate and they can dot over for the corner.
First half, scores evens. It's almost like we could have just started the second half. Here we see one of those key individuals. Had a great first half, working in the middle with Ella Henderson. Again, just the confidence, knowing where she wants to get to, directing the other players around. Quickly back to Skylar, looking to left to right. Read the, might have been a forward pass, and Ben Matthews has gone back for the first infringement, which was the Manawatū girls not being onside.
We've had a few penalties at this end of the field in the first half as well. Obviously, it's very tricky with the wind blowing towards their face. We can see Skylar here just trying to find that right platform again, but great pressure applied here by Manawatū.
Ella Henderson setting things up. Quickly back to Skylar. We'll be looking for her. It must get that to that point for the Manawatū team where you know she's a beautiful right to left, beautiful left to right, and they're looking to try and chase out, holding for as long as they can, and she just holds that little bit longer, pumps that defender gets that defender to release out, and goes in for easy touchdown. 5-4, North Harbour, first time they've been in the lead, Harley.
Yeah, she's definitely the player to watch for in the second half. She can throw long, she can hold the ball, and be very manipulative with the defence. Let's see how Manawatū respond here.
Here she is, the girl you talked about, Jada Maniapoto with the ball now.
Just slightly ran out of room there. They're dumping the ball inside the 7 metres. Perhaps want to give themselves some more space to finish off that move.
Nice first 2 touches. Good work here from the North Harbour team. Good piece of footwork, just getting those extra metres, not just running towards the defender and making the defender's job easy. And here she is again. She's done that a couple of times in the first half. Not throw the ball to the ground, but get extra metres.
Yeah, trying to play a bit of eyes up footy, look for that extra metre, that extra pass we needed. Sometimes it comes off and sometimes it doesn't quite. Manawatū now with the ball.
The talent of New Zealand touch players of either gender has never been in question. But the levels they get to is really restricted by the level of the coaching, the ceiling of which the coach's ability they have. And so with this increase in the development and IQ and skill that we see in all the players all the time, just really hats off to all the coaches back in the community level, to George and his team and the community coaching crew and what they have done throughout the country, throughout the regions in terms of developing local coaches. This is the fruits of that labour out here, and it's fantastic for us all to see.
Ai tika tonu koe. I was talking yesterday to one of the other coaches for another grade who also spoke about how helpful live streaming is in supporting and developing our young athletes as well, because not everyone is an audio learner, and being able to provide visual resources really helps improve and upskill them even faster.
You're right. I didn't learn, wasn't eating good until the scales told me that number. So I must not be an audio learner either. As we see hot on attack, North Harbour off to Te Aranivulu. In a bit of a grind phase here, Harley, both teams. Sort of focus has really gone on the defence now.
Yeah, I think that would have been the message at halftime from both coaches, just to try and get the one up defensively on the other team. We had a bunch of tries in the first half, and it looks like defence is definitely the tactic for the second half.
Good work there. Simone Lawson sucking 2 defenders in. Manawatū back onto the field. We'll often be seeing her coming out on the attack. And again, like Skylar, time and space. It's a really hard one as an attacker, and I know that's often the questions I'd get after a game is when the defender is a metre away from him the whole way back to the 7 metre onside line. And I know that was something at the international level always coached to ensure that we give a 7 metre gap regardless of if that takes 9 metres to do so. So good D from North Harbour, unlucky there from Manawatū.
Yeah, and it's an adjustment too that came in with the new rules, is that players are also actually allowed to change angles and follow the direction that the ball carrier is following, which, if done well, can come to be really good fruits for your team.
I'm sure we'll see Manawatū go off here. So Manawatū just work their way down the field, getting across towards their box. An extra pass that may not need it to be done, but we have fresh legs on. Great injection of pace. To set up for a strike dump here, Harley. And I'm going to imagine she's going to step back off her right back this way. Good work. Manawatū going to the right-hand side. Not much on out there. Good defence. Great cover there from North Harbour. Talk about giving the ball away at the right end of the field.
Yeah, that's right. And an opportunity now to try and steal some extra metres as they come outside of their red zone, progress to the middle part of the field there, which is often called the orange zone. If you can win that part of the field, you're definitely putting your best foot forward to win the game too.
Just number 3 there from North Harbour, Ariana Hebden. Seen her play in past years, very, very good athlete, and just it's been really cool to see her progression just continue on the way that it was. Really confident player, super, super quick. And if you're the shutter when she's scooping, then good luck. That's all I can say.
Yeah, I think it won't be long before we see her in the open women's squads and set up for New Zealand as well. Definitely a player for the future to keep an eye on.
Setting things up here with McIntyre, Takare.
We had a couple of these penalties so far in the second half, just players being a bit stagnant inside the 7. Respect that the referee is expecting them to continue to move forward off the line.
does it again. Does Skylar. Just a simple play in the middle of the field. We'll see here on the replay, getting the quickies, going out to her left. Again, making the defenders make a decision, waiting for them to make one, and then she'll make the better one. And in that time, it was a long ball out to the left to her winger, who has been solid as a rock, which takes North Harbour through to a 6-4 lead, which I'm really super surprised about, with Manawatū starting that game being so dominant. We see Manawatū on the first touch, making 25 metres downfield. Got North Harbour having to hustle. 6-4 North Harbour. They've come out strong in the second half, Harley.
They certainly have. Oh, commentator's curse. I was about to speak about how great a try this was going to be for Manawatū. But fortunately for them, the referee has actually found a penalty, so they're going to keep possession. Let's see if they can find one this time.
Terena, I apologise for you, for Harley making you drop that. And here she is. Oh, what a ball. What a beautiful line run from the link. The number 10 from Manawatū. Bridie Beveridge, as we see here on the replay, just a beautiful line run. The winger was nowhere to be seen. What a great hitback, from Manawatū. 5-6 now. I am in the drop-off committee. I think I'm co-president. I founded it, so hopefully I can be. And I know it's day 2 and we don't have drop-offs, but we love a close game, don't we, Harley?
Yeah, and by the way that this game is progressing, there's a very high chance we might see these teams back in action again tomorrow, either in the semis or the finals. So keep an eye on these two teams as they progress through the rest of day 2. Oh, a play on call.
I really like that. I think referees that are really proactive with their communication, so that the players, defensive players, know they're offside, and then have the courage to give the call that they should, which is the play through. I really like it when referees do that, because attacking teams and the non-offending teams, that's the greatest advantage that they should be allowed to have rather than can have.
And paying close attention to the replay, you could see nearly at 1 to 2 metres the player was still offside, so that was a great call there by Tanisha to give the best advantage to Skylar to North Harbour.
Davis and Manawatū, combination we've seen in the first quarter of the game. Game 1 of our coverage on day 2 of the Bunnings 2024 Youth Nationals. Yeah, probably not quite creating enough in the middle there to have the space outside, but one touch to go. Just wanting to give it over in the corner as far away as they can from the North Harbour sub-box as they work themselves across. Manawatū will be trying to lift up nice and early here to shut down that time and space, getting them to use as many touches as they can before they get across their sub-box. That's the third one. This will be 4 before halfway, which is a really good effort from Manawatū. And there we see the speedster, the number 3 from North Harbour. What does the ref call? I know, being a coach, when there's a drop ball and it's like time takes half an hour, it's only 2 seconds, when the ref's going, am I going to give a drop ball, am I going to give 6 again? And you're always hoping it lands on your side of the ledger.
And for North Harbour in this case, it certainly did, as we see Hebden and Tainui Takere, 2 superstars for North Harbour, trying to find some space in the middle.
Great defence from Carrie Rennie. Really, really good shot. Knowing where the threats are in the middle of the field. Stay connected to her middle. Really good defence. So we see them again. Manawatū now in the... not square.
Little 1%ers can make a big difference.
I was impressed yesterday with how much I didn't notice the refs in the game, but noticed the outcomes they were helping the game have in terms of space so that players can play and we can watch the beautiful game that it is. And this game is no different. I think there's been some really, really accurate calls down on the scoreline, but nothing untowards that happened in that game, and that comes from good communication from our refs. See Manawatū, love this momentum. Look at this drive there from Manawatū. Makes it easy for the scoop, and we come out. Manawatū, a beautiful pass again. Off to the same link, the number 10 from Manawatū. Bridie Beveridge. If you want to score a try, Harley, just be next to Manawatū, because she will hook you up. All started with this beautiful drive. Nice pass back. We see the draw and pass. Beautiful work.
Whiua te poro, whiua te mana. Manawatū, what an excellent try. And she connects really well there. 6-7. North Harbour now. Different combination starting the tap-off at after this try. Let's see if they can work together for more points for North Harbour.
We see Easton in oh, what a pass. What a flat bullet that was, left to right. Luke brought that up yesterday, how the majority of players would often have a right to left pass back in the day, and now they can pass both ways. So nice pass there, didn't go to hand. Again, good work just getting in behind that front defender. 3 touches on halfway. This is the key touch here. Again, the same player. Great drive. Looking for that penalty. Tanisha Gill says, you earned that. And again, I use that word intentionally, earned it. The strength of that drive caused that North Harbour defender to not be able to handle that situation. Was in the ruck, and then you get a fresh set.
Yeah, we spoke earlier about winning the ruck, and in that situation, Manawatū definitely did. Found the front position on attack, and here we go. It looks like we're locked up. What an outstanding individual effort there, Maya Davis. Let's have another look at it. Finds great space just to the right side, gets on the outside of this number 3, Hebden. Bang, bang! And scores Kua Piroa no a Manawatū a Maya Davis, I tēnei kēmu.
I'll let Maya off with the semi-slam dunk. I'm also in the committee of Don't Like the Slam Dunks. But with a name like Maya, she's obviously a superstar, so we'll let her off with that one. 7-all, this is the best part about that try. Has tied it up. We go into the last 2 minutes of the first of our live stream games on day 2. Manawatū under-18 girls versus North Harbour. 7-all, it's been to and fro. First Manawatū in front by 2, then North Harbour in front by 2. 7-all, Skylar McIntyre Takare. Big 2 touches here for Manawatū. Good work there again. Good set of defence after a touchdown, Harley.
Yeah, they might get 1 set here, 2 if they're really lucky. Let's see if Manawatū can steal this one back.
Look, no one wants to draw, but you want to lose even less, so Manawatū will be wanting to be really accurate in this set. If they don't score, they want to make sure they can give that ball. Oh, great work there from the winger. Again, just that heads-up touch, seeing the space. What do we cover in there?
Oh, it looks like another little error, perhaps not quite square.
Ben Matthews. Oh, nice pass. Good extra pass from the 15 from North Harbour. Ooh. 38 seconds. Easy enough for a full set. Manawatū have the opportunity. What a finish to this game, Harley. 7-all.
We treated to an absolute hammer for this first game today in the live stream action.
The key player on, Manawatū, has to be the one with the ball in her hands. Just pulling the defender over to the right as she works her way back to the left. Oh, great listening from Manawatū. Unfortunately, the North Harbour middle defender didn't quite get back to the line, as we see Tanisha Gill, the referee, saying haere tonu, play on. Great ears from Manawatū, plays through. Manawatū, 8-7 victors.
Ka rawe kua tahaitia. E Manawatū tēnei kēmu. Waru ki te whitu. Kaua koutou e haere tawhiti atu me mautonu. He kemu anō kei te haere. Muri ake ko nā hanumi, ko nā tamatāne I raro I te kaima ono. That was an awesome, excellent game. We'll be back very shortly. Don't go too far.
Homegrown Heroes is back, and this year I've got a new recruit.
Kia ora touch whānau, it's time to nominate the unsung volunteers who put the mahi in for the sport we love.
Enter them now for the chance to win $5,000 for their touch community.